Steve, well done today. Now I know you don't get too carried away when we win or when we lose. You try and keep pretty even, but that was a really good win today, which I thought was thoroughly deserved.
It was a massive win. Like I said last week, it was a good performance last week. The 20 minutes at the end just made it even better because we come back from the dead. And I thought today they started where they left off last week, got our goals, had a bad 4-minute spell. You know, apart from when Louis Fear finally should have scored, I believe, let us off the hook. I think that was the only shot they really had until the last 4 minutes, injury time sort of thing, and we stopped doing the good things that we were doing to get us 2-0 in front. And the boys had harsh words with each other at half time, so I didn't have to do a lot. I had to tell them a few things as well, but then put the positives on it and thought if we can do exactly the same in the second half, we'll be all right. And like I say, I'm so pleased for them, because they've worked hard and they got their 3 points.
That second half performance, to be perfectly honest with you, Kingstonian might disagree, but I thought we were the better side, and I thought we created far more clear-cut chances than they did.
Yeah, I think they had a good 10-minute spell where the right winger was coming in his left foot, Reece, getting a couple of shots off. But again, it was one of those we had to dig deep at times. And it wasn't the prettiest of games, but at the end of the day the boys wanted to get a result, and I tried to work out how they were going to play like they've done in their past games, but they had a big miss today. Elliot Buchanan's a massive miss for them, and that would hurt any team, and they changed their shape, which caught me a bit off guard, but we stuck with ours rather than changing, and the boys to a man were fantastic.
And there was an enforced substitution for them as well, which I didn't think particularly helped them at one point. The lad had to go off injured, didn't he? Yeah,
Tommy Brew again, another solid centre half or centre midfield, but he's a mainstay player. But Jay Gasson's played plenty of games. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's been injured or what, but he's played enough games at this level to come in and do equally as good. But I thought the boys didn't give up. They could have crumbled, from going 2-0 up to drawing 2-2. They could have crumbled and come out second half and not put a fight up. But it just shows the character they've got, and he's always been there. It's just that belief, and it's that gives you that little bit of extra energy, and it was proved today.
Some terrific performances out there, and again very difficult to choose the man of the match. They did in the end, and I thought that was well deserved, because I think he gets Deshaun gets through a lot of work that isn't necessarily noticed by all the spectators. I thought he did really well today, and at times calmed us down, didn't he?
He's a very good player. I thought him and Parky done well in there today. It was 2 sometimes against 3, and they come out on top, and then when it went to 2 they still come out on top. I thought he done very well, very well, and he's done in every game. I've said it in every interview, he's done well, and it's a lad that wants to progress, whether it's with us or with someone else, and he just wants to play and enjoy it. And the pleasing thing with me today, I spoke to him on Thursday about getting more shots off when he gets in around the box, because he's got a good strike on him. I think he had 2 or 3 today, so that's got to give him more confidence as well. No,
definitely. And Reedy, I mean, he literally started and carried on where he left off from last Saturday, didn't he?
Yeah,
I mean, he really ran the Kingstonian defence ragged at times with his running off the ball. I thought it was very good. Really pulled them around all over the place.
Yeah, well, we've had chats with players, individual players, about certain performances that they haven't given us, and I thought really done very well today. You know, I've got 3 strikers now that I can choose from, whereas when I only have Reedy to start with. But with it, he done very well. I thought him and Chin worked hard together. I thought when Tom Murphy come on, he done very well. He hit the post. And it was about work rate today. You know, Gerard Small, Adam was injured, got a dead leg training Thursday, so he had to miss out completely. Reedy has been flued up, got through 50-55 minutes, however long it was.
I was going to ask you about, you took him off, was that partly because
he couldn't breathe, but then you look at Tommy Murphy coming on, you think, well, that's all right. We haven't had that in the past.
No.
And like I say, I've had to do a bit of adjusting this week, but the 2 boys that I've brought in, Chinadu and Deshaun, have added to this squad massively, and it was only a matter of time before we could turn the corner. And like I say, last week, the last 20 was the main turning point. But I thought last week, the whole game, barring 3 mistakes, we were back to nearly where we was at the start of the season, and we've taken it on today.
I thought we managed the game well, because in the closing minutes, because, you know, Kingstonian perhaps weren't quite at their best today. You know, they will probably admit that. but they're still a danger. They're always a threat with people like Theo Farnes up front.
Yeah.
And you just can't afford to make any mistakes. But I thought we really managed those sort of closing 10 or so minutes very, very well.
Yeah, they did. They're going to throw in Dean and then not going up front and stuff like that. But like you say, their manager, Lee, who I know well, said to me afterwards, you deserve that. And I'd say the same to him. And I've got to be honest, I actually thought we did deserve that today because of the work rate we put in. I felt personally, and I'll be speaking to Lee after, as we do over a beer, I felt we was a little bit hungrier than them, especially in the first half. And all right, they got their 2 goals at the end, but I felt we was hungrier than them in the first half, and that put us on the front foot. It's 3 points that them boys deserved, and I believe, and I'll stand here and say it's 3 points we deserved, because I thought that we were the better side today. And
let's remember, Kingstonian are actually unbeaten since this is their first defeat since the 1st of December. They've been on a huge run.
Yep, and Lee's got as the trouble Lee had at the start of the season, and in his interviews he was saying that he's had loads of injuries. He's getting his players back, but you see when you start losing players of James Daly, Elliot Buchanan, Tommy Brewer, you start losing players like that, then you're going to come a cropper no matter what squad, because a team of 11 is what you want to set out with, and it doesn't always work like that. And like I say, we've had a team out there today of 11 players where they gave everything, and the subs that come on gave everything, and it was the same last week. Our subs made a difference last week to get us back into it, and our subs today made a difference as well. Biro's calmness on the ball when he come on, because we thought we were just smashing it forward at times, and then Tommy Murphy runs in behind, you know, hits the post, causes them problems. So you need substitutions to make a difference, and I think the last 2 weeks they have, and it's impacted on our results.
Definitely. Bishop Stortford away certainly won't be easy, will it?
No.
But I'm sure we can go there with much greater confidence, arguably.
Yeah, but we've got to look at how
it will be difficult.
Yeah, we've got to look at how they play as well.
Yeah.
You know, because it's all right playing a certain system, but you got to look at the opposition and give them some respect. So we'll look at that this week and see what sort of shape they play to see what we're going to play, and we'll go. They've got to be confident. The boys have to be confident. I think they've won 6 out of the last 8, Kingston, and you can see why, because I think
good sign.
Exactly, and they've got firepower. But so have we, and that's what's happening. You know, 3 different scorers today. I don't think that's happened this season.
Well, we actually haven't scored 3 in a major, you know, in the league game here, to be fair.
That says it all. And if we're right about it, if we'd defended that last 4 minutes properly, from front to back, not the back 4 and Johnny, from front to back, as we did in the first 44 minutes, you know, that could have been a clean sheet today. And that's what they're disappointed about. But flip side of it, they're going to be happy and have a good beer now, because they've waited a long time for that one.
Well done, and can I say they all deserve it, and you.
Thank you very much, Jim.
Well,
cheers. Thanks.
Cheers.
Joe, any goal, any win is satisfying. Is it even more so against Kingstonian?
Yeah, you could say that, but I think the circumstances surrounding the club and the team and the squad and what's happened the last month, I think any win was vital. Obviously delighted to score against my old club. A lot's changed there. I mean, some of the players they've got, you could say they're very similarly set up to Billericay last year, financially, and the players they can bring in. And if you look at our squad, like we've got 3 or 4 on the bench, like we're a thin squad. And I think last week showed character. Today showed togetherness. To go 2-0 up against a team sitting, I think, at 3rd, and we look very comfortable. At 2-0. 2 sloppy goals. That's what we're trying to eradicate, and it's what we eradicated. We eradicated at the start of the season when we were flying. If we can get back to that, we know we've got goals on the side. Rudy, I mean, lovely little strikers finish. Chin again as well. 2 strikers scoring goals. That's what we need. And today you were happy on the pitch because you knew we're backing each other up. People were winning tackles, second balls, and we were going forward. Today we were quite direct, I thought, and I thought it suited us. Second balls higher up the pitch, and we got into their box a lot of times. I mean, it could have been a few more, but having said they missed 2 chances, you would expect them to score as well. So yeah, it could have been a few more each really, but yeah, delighted with the 3 points for the whole team, Gaffer, board, the whole club. So it's what we needed, and building on from last week. So yeah, all good.
Why hasn't it worked for the last couple of months up until that last week?
I think I've sit and listened to many people dissect it, and you read things, and I just think it's the fact that we simply weren't doing the things that we were doing at the start of the year. Maybe, I think we've been unlucky in games. I mean, Worthing here was ridiculous, and a few other games that we've had away from home. But all in all, I just think, yeah, just that bite, that desire to see games out, do the ugly side of the game. We did that today, and it shows how good we can be. And I think that is the frustrating thing, because as fans, you've watched us play for the first 15 games and how good we can be, dropped off, and then again today, it's just standards. And if we can maintain our standards to the end of the season, then who knows? And we've just got to take each game as it comes now. For me, having Parks back is a massive plus.
Yes.
He's there, but having him back's a massive plus for me and him down the left. I thought Jared did really well today. I'm glad he had a good game. Him and Folksy linking up. And yeah, two strikers that are going to score goals if you give them chances. So.
And there's some new players, obviously, with Chinadu and Deshaun both coming in, and both really settled in well.
Settled in really quickly. Delighted for them both get their first win with us, with Tonbridge today. And Dee's a lovely ball player in the middle of the park. Complements Parky quite nicely. And then Chinadu, as you've seen, works hard, can hold the ball up and scored today. And hopefully we can start to click a bit again. And,
do you think our problems are now in the past? Do you think it's on the way up now?
You'd like to think so. I hope so. I hope this week we've had 2 good training sessions, which is a rarity because usually you go Saturday, Tuesday, and then train Thursday. And we worked on stuff, and we haven't been able to do that. So many games over Christmas. We've had so many injuries or suspensions, like we missed Folksy for 2 games over Christmas, and it just distorts the kind of run you're trying to put together. And so I hope so. We can build on it this week again. Another 2 training session games, another 2 training sessions this week, and I think we've got Stortford away next Saturday. So
so good luck there. Let's hope
hopefully we can build on today.